Hi guys, I had some questions about what a health coach does or what it is. There's lots of different kinds of coaches, so there's like life coaches and business coaches, and they kind of guide you and help you along the way through the process of whatever you're tackling. So a health coach is the same sort of thing, so there's different approaches to health coaching, and I'm more of a mental health coach. So my approach, I'll talk about while I'm doing a valve adjustment. For those of you over 50, a tappet lash adjustment. So just gonna pop off the valve cover. And so just like mental health and wellness, oh, that was pretty loose. It should be, mental health and wellness should be maintained as often as a valve lash adjustment or an oil change. You want to stay on top of stuff so that shit doesn't wear out and then affect other stuff, the operating of other things. So like maintaining your health and wellness means, you want to tackle things if there's something making noise in your brain or something that's bothering you, you want to get help for it and treat it so that it doesn't get worse. So my approach to mental health and wellness is I will look at stuff that's going on in people's lives. So I call it the WTF approach. So there's several F that affect our mental health and wellness, and if they're not operating properly or they're not to spec, then they can affect other parts of our lives. So that's things like food, fatigue, friends, family, frame of mind, faith. So they, if someone comes to me, I would ask them things like, how are you eating? How are you sleeping? What do you do in your spare time? What are your finances like? They're kind of personal things nobody wants to talk about, but they do have a huge impact on our lives. So, someone might be feeling tired or feeling off or feeling depressed, feeling angry. There might be, one or more of those things that we need to look at and correct, and I would help them. I wouldn't tell them exactly what to do or how to do it. I know people, some people really like it when they just have a plan and they follow the plan. But a coach, just like any sort of coach, like Little League coach or, something like that, will teach you the skills and help you practice those skills to get better at whatever activity, whatever part of your life that you're wanting to get better at. I think these are all the same. So, just gonna give it a little love, pop this off. Check these out. So if you don't have friends around, that's okay. It's okay to do things on your own. So I just pop the cover off the alternator, and I'm cheating by spinning the alternator. Otherwise you can spin the rear wheel to get to TDC. I'm also gonna cheat with this straw here. Okay, so I found TDC, so now I'm going to adjust these. They're not too bad, but it's good to stay on top of them so that shit doesn't get burned out. So I just want to check these, see where they're at, just out of curiosity. About 7 thou. The intake side, about 7 thou on the exhaust side, and they should be about 8 and 6, so they're not too far out. Now let's start with the intake side. So someone came to me and, for example, was like, I really think if I, lost some weight, I would feel better about life. I've always had that's way too tight. Okay, so if they were like, I want to lose a little weight, I've always had an issue with weight, I think it would make my life a lot better. Instead of telling them, giving them an exercise plan, I would work with them to figure out what was right for them, what was going to work for them. Because going to the gym is not always what everybody wants to do. So I'd start by asking questions about what they were interested in, what kind of hobbies they enjoyed. So if, for example, if they like to be outside, I would suggest maybe, going for a walk, joining a walking club or something like that, going hiking. And we would set a plan to do that, to try and do that. I'd say, can you fit 2 walks into your schedule this week? Okay, let's try that. And then come back the next week and see if that worked for them, if they were able to do that, and then slowly increase the activities, right? So, and if they came back and said, no, I wasn't able to walk, or I did walk, I didn't really like it, I'd like to do something else, we would figure out a plan for them. Maybe they like skipping. So we could, we'd try and skip twice, and then increase the time the next week. And we'd work on a plan that would be beneficial, and they would stay accountable to that plan. We'd also look at nutrition and probably refer them to a nutritionist. I'd give them some key, things to cut out of their diet or change in their diet, but it would really be the job of a professional nutritionist, dietitian, that could give them the right food, the correct food for them. Obviously things like sugar cause inflammation in the body and cause all sorts of havoc in the brain and body. To counteract that, one would eat antioxidants. So the more antioxidants you eat, the more things are flushed out of your body, stuff like that. So I'd give you education, I'd give you a plan, I'd give you a plan of action, but more importantly, we'd work together to make sure that it was the right plan and that it was going to be effective for you. So I'm going to check this out and then I'll probably go for a ride later. Alright guys, I hope that cleared up some of your questions about what a health coach is and what my plan is, my plan of action. Alright, be safe out there. Take care.